Like for RP strength, it is a categorical fact that Jared Feather gets laid way more than I do, and there's only a few reasons for that, but the main one is his shoulder to waist ratio is completely insane. He has an unbelievable V taper, and today on the channel we are going to be showing you in real life training how to make your shoulders and lats and chest bigger, talking about how to slim the waist if there is even such a thing, and then getting all the nitty-gritty details with a sample workout as well. Folks, 3, 2, 1, V taper. All right, folks, today is a 3 exercise workout designed to illustrate the 3 core components of what you can do in the gym to get your big V taper. Upper chest, side delts, and then your upper lats are really just your lats, and the entire upper back teres major and everything to give you that super giant width, 360 degrees around. What about the waist? Well, unfortunately, that's between fat loss dieting and God, AKA genetics. If you were born to Jared Feather's parents, not sure where his dad is, but he must have a small waist somewhere. His little bitty waist, and when he diets down, it's super tiny. Me personally, I have maybe the world's biggest waist, and that kind of sucks, but there's not a damn thing I can do about it short of plastic surgery, which I may consider soon, because that just is what it is. So if you get nice and lean here, but over time, you get bigger side delts, especially, but whole shoulder, upper pecs, and the upper part of your back, tons of vertical pulling, which I'll show you later. That's what is going to get your V taper the best it can possibly be for you. That's the only person that matters. Do you have Aiden's genetics? Probably not. But maybe, in your own special way, you can also be a V-tapered sex machine someday. Big caveat to this. You do not have to do this workout to get a V-taper. But this workout represents all of the major muscles you want to be really interested in the most to train to get a big V-taper. And today we've combined it into one workout, which you'll be seeing sort of throughout. The first exercise today is the high incline dumbbell press. Any kind of high incline press involves the upper pecs a lot, and even if you arch, which you're supposed to, and retract your shoulder blades down, which you're supposed to for safety and for strength, the upper pecs are still angled the most. If you lower the angle, you can lift more weight, but it heads progressively more and more in the middle and then lower in your pec as you lower the angle, so you want to press nice and up. 60-degree angle is probably really good. Remember, get out super wide and then come all the way back for the lockout, controlled, a little pause at the bottom. Any rep range is good, sets of 5 to 30 reps, for dumbbells, 10 to 20 is probably usually for the best. We're gonna hit 3 sets of this today. Any kind of upper pec work like this that really stresses the upper pecs and the front delts and bonus the triceps is gonna get you well on your way to that awesome V taper. Another point, folks, is none of these exercises specifically are magical. They're just good examples of really solid upper chest, side delt, and lat biased exercises. You can replace these with tons of other movements. So if you don't want to do high incline dumbbell press, if you get tired of it, a high incline machine press, high incline Smith machine press, you can do regular incline. That's absolutely totally fine. Barbells, dumbbells, machines all work. As long as you're getting pumped and sore up here, you get that fucking, that shit right there where you're like fucking like that. People are like, hey bro, you're like, what's up? What's up?
We're gonna change the technique a tad. So what you're used to versus what you're gonna be doing today, the weight-wise, is gonna be pretty different.
Yeah.
Biggest thing we teach, right? Slowing the eccentric down a ton.
Yeah.
You're gonna pause at the bottom.
Okay.
And like I said with the press, it's gonna feel like almost wide grip crunching and flying out to touch the outside of your pecs.
Yeah.
It's gonna engage more of the pec. It's a deep stretch position, but you're trying to milk that last part of that eccentric so you're touching the outside of the pecs, right? So you're here, hold that stretch, feel that pain, feel that ripping your pecs apart, and then as you push up, don't do this. To the ceiling the whole time.
And when it's your last rep and you're done, and Jared says rack, don't rack like this. Come all the way down as if you're gonna do another rep, let it pull you apart, and then rack.
Okay.
Do you mind, because the video is to exaggerate your V-taper, that we take this off already? I know it's like a pump cover and shit, but like...
Take your clothes off, motherfucker. That's what he
take your
means.
fucking clothes off.
So strip down, okay.
Yeah, I already
Yes,
talked about
I'm sure
your
you're used to
body.
that sort of thing. Just like that, it's gonna be harder. That's the point.
Good.
Big chest.
Control. Now control on the
Bring
way
your
down.
butt back.
Control on the
Bring
way
your
down.
butt back. Good, one more good one. Slow, control, control, control. Up. Hell yeah. And then slow, as if you're gonna do another, Aiden. As if you're gonna do another. Slow, control it. Rack. Good. Good stuff, man. Oh, Scott, there's your shot.
Oh my God,
do that again. God damn it, I'm gonna kill myself. Why didn't I look like that?
That's insane. So you guys will always hear Dr. Mike talk shit on like his waist size and how he looks, but I don't know if you guys have ever seen him hit some of those poses kind of like on stage or in his gym at home, but you've probably seen him post pictures on Instagram. When he hits his front relax, he actually does look like he has a really good V-taper. And that's because, and why we included some back movements into this workout routine, his lats and his back are fucking huge. He has one of the biggest backs. If you ever get to meet Dr. Mike in person, have him hit a back lat spread for you. But yeah, does he have a bigger than average waist? Maybe, but he's so good at hitting that front shot because his lats are huge. They're huge. It makes him have the appearance of a nice V-taper. So if you are looking to get a really good V-taper, having huge lats that hang off is a huge bonus. Lats, everything we're putting him through this session, all great things, but especially having huge delts and the huge back. Dr. Mike's the proof.
All right, so we already checked off the upper chest. Now it's time to make sure, look at the huge upper back, look at me, I'm a freak. Anyway, almost every kind of pulling movement is gonna give you a wider back. But movements that are rowing typically give you a little bit more thickness, we think, and a little bit less width. We want maximum width. So if you're putting together a program for the ultimate V-taper, you want a lot of exercises that are gonna be vertically pulling or that are lat prayer type exercises. So today, we're gonna be using one of the very best exercises, but not the best. There's tons of really good candidates, and that is the pull-up. You can warm up with pull downs till you're blue in the face, and you can even do them and grow tons of muscle super well. However, if you can get to between 5 and 20 reps of pull-ups, even with no weight hanging, you are going to have an unbelievable stimulus to your lats. Question, what grip of pull-ups? To be completely honest, fellas, it's really just all winners. You could do wide grip, narrow grip, neutral grip, underhand. Underhands we're going to try with Aiden today, but there's no secret grip for the widest lats that we know of yet. Technically speaking, the lats get a little bit more growth if you bring your grip inwards because they get a bit of a stretch. Jesus Christ, is that majoring the minors. Any type of lat pull down, assisted pull up, or pull up itself will work. Today we're gonna do pull ups, sets of 5 to 20. Aiden says he can do a lot of pull ups. We're gonna see who the fuck is lying. JK, maybe he can. Branded versus. Aiden's gonna be using them today with this workout because that's how special treatment you get if you get on our channel. You gotta sign a lot of waivers. But if you guys want to not have to sign waivers and not get a special treatment, you can just buy these straight up, they're VersaGrips, and you get the RP branding on there so people know that you're cool. And guaranteed, I personally guarantee this myself, if you buy these and wear this at least once, you're gonna have a girlfriend the next day.
No, you're gonna be chronically masturbating the next day.
Either way, you got a girlfriend in your head, baby. You feel me? There she is. All right, go. Let's talk about technique. You can do your pull-ups any way you like, but the most effective pull-ups have a couple of common features in mind. One is you go all the way to that dead hang. That means it stretches your lats out maximally under massive tension, and we know that stretch, or long muscle lengths rather, plus tension equals growth. You don't want to do these pull-ups where you're doing them here to here, because that's cool and it will grow your muscles, but it'll grow them more if you go all the way down. The next thing is control. If you go all the way down to a dead hang, except it happens really fast, your muscles are barely active, they're barely generating tension, and thus the muscle growth stimulus might not be that great. But if when you get to the top of your pull-ups, you can pull to your face, you can pull to your eyes, you can pull to your chin, you can pull to wherever. Pulling super high, it looks cool, it's not a super big benefit for growth. However, when you are going down in the pull-ups, as you go down, you want to make sure to control. That doesn't mean you need to do this shit for 5 seconds. However, at least 1 or 2 seconds, and 2 to 3, 2 to 4 seconds is going to be awesome, especially if at the first part when you're letting go, it's a little quick, But then as you hit that halfway point, engage your lats and slow yourself all the way to that deep stretch and then come back up. Full range of motion, deep stretch under control. You got growth coming your way. Control.
Come on, Aiden.
Slow.
That last bit, control.
Slow. One more. Slow.
Control.
Slow.
The whole way, the whole way, the whole way.
Slow. Now, let go for a second. Come down. Rest. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. We're going to do some lengthened partials. Go ahead and get a grip again. Come up only halfway and then control all the way down for a few reps. Come up halfway and then control all the way down. Down slow. Good.
There you go.
Slow, slow, slow. It don't count if they're not slow. Up fast, down slow. Go. Up. Slow. Slow. Just like that. Just like that. Rack.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, that was dope. That was fucking dope.
Yeah, that was.
Good stuff. Dude, that was like 9. Unbelievable. You're like the best pull-up artist of all time. Are you gonna fall down?
I'm so jerking off with these later.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Those are for you to keep to jerk off with.
Oh,
but if you're
thanks.
not gonna jerk off with them, then you can't keep them. Here's another trippy fact about the V-taper. The two components of getting a V-taper are a bit antagonistic to each other. So this is where periodization comes in handy. You're gonna have to do this sequentially. What the hell do I mean by that? The part of training and eating that grows your upper pecs, your shoulders, and your upper back is the gaining weight, eating more food, training to be a fucking super rhinoceros, energy in the gym kind of motherfucker. That requires you to get bigger, which expands your waist a little bit because it puts some fat on your sides, it puts a little fat in your intra-abdominal region. That's no bueno. But you're gonna have to take it on the chin, like I have many times in 7th grade when I got beat up a lot. Fuck was I? In any case, what you're gonna wanna do is gain some weight. Gain 5 or 10 pounds over the course of a quarter of a year, half a year. Get your bulk going. Bigger, stronger side delts, upper chest and back. Now here's the thing. Then you flip the script. You try to keep as much strength as possible, probably all of it. You keep getting into the repetitions. You keep trying to get a little bit stronger. Probably won't happen a ton because you're going to be on a dedicated fat loss diet, again, for 8 to 12 weeks or so. You're losing fat. You're not going to be able to gain side delt size, much of it, while you're losing fat. Upper pecs, upper back, forget about it. However, your waist is going to come in and come in and come in and come in. At the end of that process, after bulking, putting on the muscle and some fat, and then cutting, dropping off the fat, hopefully keeping most of the muscle, probably all of it, you're going to have this awesome combination at the end of that very, multiple months-long process where your V-taper is distinctly better. And then guess what you're going to do? If you want another run at a bigger V-taper, you're going to have to gain some weight again, which means your waist is going to expand. That's the process. It's sequential. If you just try to do it all at the same time, you're going to eat a lot, then a little, but train a lot, then this doesn't make any goddamn sense. Periodization wins again. Go try it at home.
Can I have a blessing?
Fucking TikTokers. The fuck was that?
Per usual, I'm here to be the Debbie Downer and bring you the bad news about the V-taper. So, you cannot shrink your waist. There are a variety of surgical options that you could go through. There are things like corsets that people wore back in the day that can make you have the appearance of a small waist. But these things, outside of surgical options, guys, there really is no way to shrink your waist. Waist trainers and things like that, unfortunately, just don't do much. Outside of that, another thing that people try to claim is that vacuum training, like doing the vacuum, kind of like how Mike hits his front relax, as you guys saw, or what I was talking about with his front relax. Vacuum probably doesn't do much either. Training your transverse abdominis probably requires some load, just like any other muscle. Just sucking your stomach in is not doing that. You have better control over those muscles, which is really cool if you're like a bodybuilder or you're somebody who wants to walk around on the beach with your abs flexed the entire time. So if you are doing like abdominal control exercises, you're doing some vacuum stuff like that in the morning for time, it's totally fine. I'm not telling you to stop. You're gonna have great control on stage, great control of your midsection, but it's not shrinking your waist the way that you think it is. So keep that in mind. There just really aren't that many things you can do. As Mike has already described on this video, there's a periodized process that you can go through. You have to mass up and build the muscle and the tissue by doing these types of exercises in a hypercaloric environment. Then you cut some body weight down, cut some fat off, and then you see how much your V-taper has improved. But that's about it.
Folks, our last exercise for today is for the side delts. These are the ones over here, and they stick out. The bigger they are, the more profound of an effect it has on your V-taper. Small waist, big back, big upper chest. Am I a men's physique athlete yet? Never in my life will I be that awesome. Side delts can take a beating because usually it's really difficult to stretch them much. So you can do tons of reps and tons of sets, and you can probably do more and they'll probably grow, which means for this exercise, we are gonna focus on getting the most out of it possible, which means all the way down, probably a good degree up. We'll see how Aiden's shoulders are feeling. You can go from here to here, no problem, and be totally fine. But every now and again for variation, if you wanna do a side delt machine or even dumbbells, comes all the way up like that and all the way down. The most critical thing about delt training is to stay connected to your muscles and to the movement. You're swinging shit around, yeah, your delts will grow. But if you're purposeful about it and you're using your side delts to raise and especially to lower the weight under control, every single exercise you do like that is gonna make your delts bigger.
Still.
2, stop, look forward. None of this bullshit bend over shit. Let's go.
No
3.
body English, perfect.
4, 5, control the way down or these don't count. Right now, Aiden. 6, good. 7, good. 8, good, keep going. 9, slow, and up, last one. Make this good. That's it, beautiful, beautiful work. Wow.
That fucking sucked.
Now, Aiden has a 23-inch waist, he just told me. Mine is 26 when I fully dieted down. If you put me and Aiden on stage next to each other, I actually look a little more impressive than he does because my lateral delts are huge. So my lateral delts are maybe 2 times the size of Aiden's, and my lats are a little bigger. He's just been training for about 5 years, I've been training for 15. So when he gets to my size, it's gonna be pretty damn impressive. But when you're looking at someone's structure, it's how wide they are across. Mike, we can't be doing that in these ones. We're supposed to be like chopping these up. When you look at us from a width perspective, my width is a little bit wider than his. My waist is a little bigger, but you look at that on stage and it's like, oh, that guy is a really impressive V-taper. So keep that in mind because where you might have a bigger waist than me even, that doesn't matter. If you get big enough shoulders, big enough lats, and even like the quads can apply this as well. So you could train your quads too. Big bubbly quads that come into your waist. You will look very, very impressive. So do not give up hope. Do not walk around with the corset on. You can have a nice V-taper. Mike has done it for his physique. I mean, why can't you?
Side delts can take a beating, which means the training frequency can be immense. I'm currently trying to work on my own little aesthetic bullshit. It's not working. But that means I train side delts every single time I show up to the gym. And I train a 3 on, 1 or 2 off split. It's a floating split. So I'm in the gym 4 to 6 times a week, usually 5 on average. I'm training side delts every single fucking time. Why? Because they recover. And I train with reps of roughly 10 to 30. Some days I'll do slightly lighter, some days slightly heavier, some days different exercises, other days the same ones from earlier. So there's variation within the week in both rep range and exercise selection, but I am hammering. And guess what? If you come in, you hit side delts like crazy yesterday, they're not sore to the touch, they feel fine, you warm up and you feel strong, you fucking hit them again. Now, if that means for you, three days a week is the only thing you can handle, no worries, they're gonna grow a ton. But if you can work up to training them 4 and even 5 times a week for a few months at a time before your shoulder joints feel creaky, that's gonna get you that big ass side delt size. And does strength matter? Yes, but strength in the appropriate exercises with the good rep ranges. So if you take a standing barbell overhead press and you do it 8 times with 1 trillion pounds like I could back in the day, cool. It'll make your side delts a little bigger. It'll make your front delts quite a bit bigger. It's cool for manhood points that you don't have to slag around tons of heavy steel. Cables work, machines work, regular old dumbbells and barbells work. Control and pushing yourself really close to failure. You get a little stronger or a few more reps every now and again. I'm gonna talk to you guys about reps in just a little bit. Let's go train more. Pain means it's working, Aiden. 5, good. 6, come down slow, they didn't count. 6, 7, good job. Look forward. 8, good. 9, slow. Last one, make it good, Aiden. Yes, rack, my man. Holy moly.
I'm dizzy. Oh shit. Oh, I'm good. I'm not a cripple. Not yet.
Soon.
Yeah, soon.
If you know your body really well, and you know how you're accumulating fatigue week over week over week, and you're hitting your performance goals, and it's getting to be especially towards the end of your program, but you can do this anytime really, especially if you're more experienced. At the end of some, maybe all, oftentimes the last hard set of many of these exercises, you can do lengthened partials. It's this new crazy science thing that all the crazy new scientists are talking about. When you can't do any more lateral raises all the way up to this part, what you can do is still stimulate the muscle robustly by coming up about halfway. But the trick is this: you're still doing it with your side delt. You're not heaving it up because that's your legs. And as soon as it gets to the halfway point, you activate your side delts and you slow that shit down. So it looks very meticulous. It will be fucking painful, but it will continue to expose your muscles at their longest lengths. It'll continue to provide a hypertrophic stimulus. Did I say it was going to be fun? No. But my parents shipped me off away to boarding school. I never saw them until I was 15 years old. Was that fun? Yes, because they were terrible people. I'm totally kidding. I never had parents. Or side delts, but you can have both by doing lengthened partials at the end of some or even all of your sets. I promised you pain. That's all that's guaranteed. Oh, and growth, but definitely pain.
Do not move your body. Your delts are doing the work. Yes.
You better come down slower than that. Slow.
Hey, come on. You said fuck you up. We're trying, man.
Slow. 3 more.
Come on.
1.
Back to back. Back to back. No bullshit.
No rest. 2.
Last one.
1 more. Good job. Now, here, fun thing. Come back. Get off really quick. Get off. Stand right over here.
Arms.
Take your arms and just put them at your sides like that. Facing the camera.
Elbows up.
Keep your elbows up. Elbows up. Elbows up. Elbows up. Don't move. Do not fucking
Squeeze
move.
the lateral delt.
Do not fucking move. Now,
higher.
1 inch higher each. 5 more seconds. 1, 2. Keep them up higher. Fists higher. 3, 4. Rack.
Oh my. What the fuck was that?
I went to school
What
for this
the
shit.
fuck
Can you
was
imagine? We had one day of dodgeball, one day of basketball. I know I missed that day. And then we had a day of how to fuck you up.
Maybe my delts will look like your head one day.
Giant, old, Jewish, and wrinkly and hairy. I don't think you want any of that, man.
Just big.
Full of wisdom.
Big.
Oh, just big. Oh,
Big
big.
and full of wisdom. Yeah, and sexy.
Sam says, yo, you feel me?
Sexy, attractive.
Yeah, shit. If you want a realistic workout that maximizes your V-taper, a bunch of our superhero workouts in the RP Hypertrophy app, Superman workout, the Black Adam workout, and so on, they really address the V-taper because that's kind of part of being a superhero. So bust through doors, go like that. I don't know. I've never been a hero. Never really been much of anything, to be honest. In any case, realistic programs for the V-taper, if you're really curious about how to get it done, is this. You take your upper chest work, you take your side delt work, you take your back work, especially upper back, and you schedule it very early in your training sessions, 2 to 3 times a week, every single one of those muscles. That's right. Just training chest once a week or training your lats once a week, training your side delts once a week, that's not going to cut it for maximum growth. So if you want a bigger V-taper, take an 8 to 12 week period. And every time you come into the gym, you're probably training some combination of chest, upper chest, side delts, and upper back, hammering that shit in. As far as volume, start with just a few sets of a few exercises. But if you're recovering and notice that every time you come to the gym, your chest is healed, your side delts feel strong, and you're setting PRs on pull-ups, add a few more sets and a few more sets and a few more sets, because science has shown every single time already so far, get to 15 sets per muscle per week, you grow a little bit more with 20 sets per muscle per week, 25 grows a little bit more for most people. As long as you're recovering and you're getting a little bit stronger for reps over time, which the RPI Hypertrophy app also tells you, that means you are growing more and more muscle. So put that frequency in, put it on blast, put it on priority, and get those sets cranking. Now go, crank.
Jealous of my hair?
Am I jealous of your hair?
Yeah.
Look how perfect mine is.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
So a couple of questions for you. Do you not like your hand? Because motherfucker Jerry could have broke that shit. You would never touch a man's hair like that. Luckily,
Tim and I are pretty
he's not a
intimate.
man. He's an immortal android, so you're safe.
Yeah.
But can you explain we have some older viewers, we have some younger viewers. Tell people who the fuck are you and why you're on our channel.
I'm Aiden Steinen. I have a pretty cool physique, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, 24-inch waist. Right now, I think it's 24.
I had like 8 girlfriends with bigger waists than that.
Yeah, me too, I think. Maybe one less. Giving you credit.
Oh, where can people find you on social media? Where do I get more pictures and videos of you so I can put it in the FBI doesn't see list?
At Ada and Saida on Instagram and TikTok. I have a YouTube channel, but that's kind of smaller now.
All right. Well, I've been kind of small a long time.
Yeah. So just pretty much Instagram and TikTok right now.
How many followers you got, bro? Flex.
Instagram, 330K.
Oh
around there.
shit.
Yeah.
What about TikTok?
Like 110K. Something.
110,000 brainwashed Chinese government spies.
Oh yeah, totally.
Dude, it has been a huge pleasure to have
Thank
you
you.
be our
It's been a
model
pleasure.
for the workout.
It's been a pleasure.
You go
working with these
hard,
guys.
bro.
Thank you.
One last question, because everyone on this channel is going to realize you're a fucking anime dweeb instantly.
Yeah.
What is the anime shit in your head that's really keeping you going through those hard sets?
That's a good question.
Just sort of like, I've always sort of seen like the characters just pushing themselves past their limits, having a good mentality no matter what happens to them. So I'd say if there's any lesson you can take from fiction, make it be the good ones.
That's
all right?
cool.
Fiction does not have to mean you're sad over things. Okay, watch a sad anime, but don't be fucking sad. All right.
Yo, that's the biggest public service announcement, especially to our channel.
Yeah.
Keep watching.
Should have told
anime.
Mike
Have a good mentality, bro. Yeah.
I was angry, not sad. And stay happy, stay upbeat, get on TikTok, follow this young man, and
Mostly Instagram.
maybe you'll eventually have a V-taper like him after engineering fixes us all.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Jared Feather, IFB Pro, Dr. Mike, or whatever I am. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Hopefully you've taken some of the tips and gonna make them your own. And that's really what this whole channel and what this whole thing is about. Whatever you can pick up from us, try to integrate in your program. My biggest piece of advice to you guys is to consider the overall plan and really put more frequency and more priority earlier in the workout and more effort to the side delts, upper chest, and upper back if you really want them to grow the most. Because
100%.
what I did for most of my career was to just grow everything because I got greedy. Well, I'm Jewish. What am I supposed to do? In any case, that's cool, but it doesn't change your shape much. It keeps you the same shape, just bigger. So that's my big plan for you guys. Big thing to emphasize is really try to put these muscles, side delts, chest, and the back on the front burner. You will see results, and it's going to take a while, but they're going to get there. Jared, what do you got?
Long term for that, just so you all know, make sure those are dedicated hypercaloric periods that you're doing that in. Whenever you're coming back down to those maintenance periods and those small dieting phases to get you back into the phase where you are emphasizing, you kind of distribute that volume a little more evenly, and then you come back to the emphasizing mesocycle. So for this ultimate V-taper, lateral delts, back, upper chest, all great things to emphasize. Hypercaloric dieting during that time.
Gaining weight slowly.
100%. And then just maintenance, a little more even volume distribution there for the small dieting phases you will be doing during this time. Keep repeating that process, rinse, repeat, until you have the craziest V-taper of all time.
And then you're going to be the man or woman. See you next time.